Little early morning dab stretch. Oh, get those shoulders ready for the day. Good morning. So today I want to talk to you about this fella here and how it has genuinely changed my life. Let's go. So it all started when we bought this house and we noticed something that the estate agents didn't tell us about. You know what they're like. It's all about the sale, isn't it? All about the sale. But yeah, there's a pretty big detail that they failed to mention. So we have two rooms at the back of the house, and this issue only seems to affect the bedroom. Like, the other room's totally fine, it's just the bedroom that has this specific issue. And no matter what I do, there's no way that I can stop this thing that's happening from happening. It just happens every single time without fail. It'd be easier if I'll just show you what it is. So the problem is, no matter how hard I try, I just can't get my mobile phone to make it through this doorway into this bedroom. It just doesn't seem to be possible in any way. But the good news is I've had to think about it, and for a number of reasons this is actually a good thing. Let me explain. So my mobile phone doesn't make it into the bedroom. This means that at night when I go through to the bedroom, I am shut off from the outside world. The outside world becomes, well, just the outside world. It essentially means that I can't be reached if I don't want to be. It means that I'm actually making my way through the stack of books that live on my bedside table. Because when I go through to bed at night, I'm not just sat there mindlessly scrolling through hours and hours worth of pictures of dogs in people clothes, because we all know that when you go down that hole, you ain't coming back out for hours. How am I supposed to go about my day when I could just sit and look at these doggo photos? It's just not fair. It means that when I wake up in the morning, I don't just sit there aimlessly scrolling through whatever Twitter's decided to be off about today. And while I can't tuck myself away from the noise of the outside world forever, it means that for the hours that I'm away from my phone, I can at least turn down the noise. And it's all thanks to this guy right here. I set this in an evening, it goes off at the same time every morning. I snooze it about 8 times. My girlfriend enjoys that about as much as you can imagine she does. I brush my teeth, I go for a run, I eat breakfast, I make a to-do list of what I want to do that day, and then, and only then, do I allow myself to look at my mobile phone. And honestly, I don't want to sound preachy, but it's genuinely one of the best decisions I have ever made. Because I used to be the absolute worst person for doing all of those things that I just mentioned. I'd sit and waste hours scrolling through social media, and I couldn't give you a single example where I've done that and hours later I've sat there and thought, well, I'm glad I did that. So I suppose, all things considered, I'm pretty stoked that the estate agent didn't tell us about the weird anti-phone force field that seems to only affect my phone specifically and only affects this specific doorway. But go figure. I set this in the morning. No, I don't. I set it at night, because setting in the morning could be a problem. So you may be wondering what that little clicky noise was in the background of this video. I'll show you. Jock. Oh, you're a good little piggy. So you might be thinking, Rob, that's kind of a little bit selfish. Like, what if there's an emergency and someone needs to contact you? Well, anyone who could possibly need to contact me in an emergency, like in the middle of the night, they know how to. I'm not totally cut off from the outside world. It's more just that I found myself lying awake at like 2 AM reading through how to order seafood in Spanish when, I mean, I don't speak Spanish. I've got no reason to learn to speak Spanish. I ain't gonna Spain anytime soon. And it's just that hole you go down when you just sit there scrolling through your phone. So that's more what I'm talking about. I'm not saying shut people out, or am I? So if you like this video, then please make sure that you hit the like button, because that helps appease those pesky YouTube algorithms. If you haven't already, consider subscribing to the channel, and hopefully I'll catch you in the next one. the point of this video isn't for me to sit here and preach that like, oh, I go running every day, I'm dead sound. Like, it's more that I was that guy who sits there just scrolling through his phone for hours on end. And some days, we all have days, right? And some days I sit there and I just scroll through my phone for hours. But by putting it into place in my daily routine where I just shut myself off from social media and from my mobile phone, from the internet and from everything like that, it just gives me time to just sit and just exist. So yeah, I mean, if you're gonna take one thing away from this video, maybe have a look at your daily routine and see if there's anything in your daily routine that you think, you know what, that doesn't make me happy. Why do I sit and do it? Change it. Make it happen, yo. I believe in you. See you in the next one.